Hello student, how are you? Myself Harshil Nayak, your computer sir. Today I am going to teach you lesson number 2, Programming in Basic. Now you know that you learn QBasic in Standard 7. In Standard 7 you learn basic QBasic statement like RIM and CLS, let, input statement, output statement, and also learn about constant, variable, keyword and operators. Now in standard 8 we learn control statement, so let's start. Before we start control statement, let's discuss about some QBasic statement which we learn into the standard 7. First is RIM. RIM stands for remark. It is used by the programmer to write some notes in the program. Second is AND. It is an executable command that terminates the program written by the user. Third is CLS. CLS means clear screen. This command is used to clear the output screen. Input. The input command is used to take data from the user. Print. The print command is used to get the output of the program. Control statement. The statement that determine the flow of control of the script are called control statement. There are two types of control statement. First is conditional statement and second is loops, or else we can say iterative statement. In conditional statement there are two types. First is if then and second is if then else. And in loops there are two types of loops. First is for next and second is while when. Conditional statement. Conditional statement perform comparisons and take appropriate action depending on the outcome of such comparison. If then else statement is used to evaluate whether a condition is true or false, and depending on the result it allow one or more statement to execute. If we have to find student result or else find out the odd even number or else positive negative number, so we can easily find out that with the conditional statement. If statement. This is the simplest form of the if then else statement. We can also say simple if statement. It is one-way decision making statement that check the condition and execute the statement if the result of condition is true. Syntax. If condition then statement, and in last and if. Example of if statement. Now we find that the student is score well in subject or not. First we write input marks, then we can check the condition. So we write if marks greater than or equal to 80, then here greater than or equal to is the condition, and print you score well is our statement. So if student have below 80 marks, so program will not execute the statement, and if student have greater than 80 marks, then program will execute the true statement, that is you score well. Here you score well is our true statement. Now next is if then else statement. It is the two-way decision making statement. It executes the statement of if block when if condition is true and execute else block statement when if condition becomes false. Syntax. If condition then true statement, else false statement, and in last and if. Example. Suppose I want to check student is pass or fail. Here passing marks for student is 40. So we have to write if marks greater than or equal to 40, then you are pass, else you are fail. So here greater than or equal to 40 is our true condition. If student have greater than or equal to 40, then student is pass, or student have below 40, then student is fail. Iterative statement or loops. Loops are used to repeat an action again and again for a desired number of times. There are two types of loop: for, next, and while, when. Now first is for next. This loop is used to execute a statement or set of statements for specific number of times. It uses a counter variable which is increment or decrement which is repeated of loop. Syntax: for, then counter equal to start to end, step increment, then statement. Next, counter. Here counter is a variable for counting. Start is the initial value of counter, end is the last value reached by counter. Increment here means change, it may positive or negative. Example: suppose I want to print 1 to 10. So write for I equal to 1 to 10, step 1. Here I is our counter, 1 is our starting position, 10 is our ending position. Now step 1. Here 1 is increment and print I is our statement. Next I here I is our counter. So our output will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. Now next is while when. This loop is used to execute a statement or set of statement as long as the condition being checked stands true. Syntax: while, condition, statement and when. Example: suppose I want to print 1 to 10. So write j equal to 1 while j less than or equal to 10. Print j, when and last end. So here while j less than or equal to 10 is our condition. Print j is our statement. And in last close loop for we write when. Now our next topic is array. An array is a type of variable that group a series of value and place them in a single variable. Array are useful when you need to store a set of similar data. Array is declared using the keyword dim. Syntax: dim, array name and number, where array name is the name of the array and number is a number of element in the array. Example: dim marks of 10. This statement will declare an array name marks having a 10 elements. This element can be referred to mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 till mark 10.